Yeah, what's going on? You're now watching The Art of Changing the World. And this week we got a special, phenomenal guest right here, changing the world on multiple platforms, Battle World. You know, I can't even say but so much because if you got that PUA and it's going, the only way you can hear it is through that track. You know what I'm saying? Y'all missed that. So I want to highlight the man, the myth, the legend, K Walker. What's up, man?
Appreciate it, man. I'm happy to be here.
Yo, man, we so happy to have you, man. Tell us about yourself, man. Where you from? You know, to let us know what the people know.
South Philly, man. Born and raised down South Philly. Raised by my uncle, my cousins, and my mom. She had wound up leaving South Philly when I was younger, like around 10, 11. I don't know. And but I was so like committed to just running the streets. I just stayed in South Philly. Like she tried her best to like move us to other places, but I was so addicted to South Philly. And now I know that I'm older, I know that was a dumb move. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's where like my roots and my, you know, everything that I learned, everything that I've been through was South Philly.
All right. Well, I'm from South Philly too, so I dig it. You know what I mean? And some people don't know it's an unspoken love in South Philly that you could feel, you know what I mean, still. So I understand what you're saying too, because there's a lot going on. But for people who not familiar with South Philly, man, tell them what was the conditions that you grew up in? What was it like?
Man, yo, so when I was younger, I used to hear rumors about South Philly and why people didn't want to come there. It's like South Philly was like one of those places that it's like, you see how like Philly is like its own state when it comes to Pennsylvania, but it's really a city inside of Pennsylvania. Right. South Philly is like that. It's like South Philly is its own world when it's in Philly. It's like you got Philly and then you got South Philly.
Yeah, we got our own culture.
Yeah, see, culture. So, you know, I hear that, you know, South Philly niggas sneaky or we stay to ourselves, we quiet. But one thing that I know about South Philly that either people that's not from South Philly always understood and noticed was that we real militant and disciplined. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because this is like the home of the mafia. Right. So as we growing up seeing like you see those Italians and the way they move, and then we don't go off of like, you know, the rest of Philly, like they show you respect from what block you from. In South Philly, you know, we show each other respect by who you know. What's your last, like, what's your last name?
Who your family.
Right,
who your family, son.
So to walk out in South Philly, what block you from wasn't enough. Like, you had to earn your right to go to this corner store. Right. You had to earn your right to stop and speak to me in front of everybody. Like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? So just being outside is like, that culture was different, you know, because it's like that mafia atmosphere where everything is sneaky and our blocks are real short and everybody know everybody. Like South Philly, one of those places where, man, if an out of towner walk down the street, you instantly notice like,
right, you don't know nobody.
Like even the way we
who cousin is that?
Right, even see what I'm saying? Not where block you from. Who are you related to? Right, even the way we shake each other hands, like we don't just do handshakes. We like snap, but it's weird. It's like you can't just snap it. You gotta hold the snap for like 2 seconds. If you snap it quick, you like, he ain't from around here. Real shit. Or like you gotta end every sentence with cuz. Right. Like what's up, cuz? If you don't say that, it's like, where the fuck are you from? Now you a op because you ain't said cuz at the end of
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
We know we can identify you in seconds.
Right.
If you don't know the protocol,
right.
you get
Walking down
solved.
SP and something like you know, if you walk into the store, you know, our neighborhood is not really known for drive-bys. South Philly is one of those places where like if you walking to get like a cheesesteak and you see somebody on a bike, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Like you see a nigga on a bike circle twice.
Cause he could bust that Huey on that bike.
Yeah.
He can't bust that Huey in that car.
Exact. Niggas go to war over bikes in South Philly. So it's like, yeah, it's an evil environment because it takes from you for its family members in your life, but it also teaches you to be super militant. So, and if you look at the artists and people that come out of South Philly, you notice we're not like money flashers or jewelry. We're more like like look at how we dress, like real dark and it's like we're like very introverted South Philly people. Like if it's a party going on and North Philly niggas walk in, it's like, yo, niggas got some bread, wanna have a good time. West Philly, yo, these niggas is funny. But you notice when it's a party, an event, and South Philly niggas walk in, it's like everybody looking like, look at them South Philly niggas. It's like we carry like this mystique aura that carries like a lot of respect. So it's like a bittersweet thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it definitely is, man, in our city. So how's that environment impacted your music? I heard you talk about like being militant and you know, just that type of love that you feel and camaraderie and pride. I hear you talking about being proud from being from South Philly too.
Yeah, for
how's
sure.
that impacted your music, man?
Again, knowing how to earn my right to talk about certain things, not just putting bars together because they rhymed, or the way I talk about something, you could tell I was there. You could tell I didn't hear it from nowhere. The way I break something down, you know, just being outside, like, man, yo, it was like literally like a movie, for real, for real. Like I said, and once again, like that, just that mystique, that aura of, if you ain't go through it, don't even talk about it. Shut up. Why are you putting this guy's name in your rap? You don't know him, or don't put like, I don't, like for example, I asked somebody the other day, I said, look at Philly niggas on the internet. Right. If you notice, you don't see South Philly people argue on the internet.
Right.
You don't see South Philly, we not internet. So it's like that, so in that rap, that authenticity, that yo, listen how I told this story detail by detail. I didn't get this from a movie. I didn't hear this nowhere, like I seen it. Yeah, the authentic. And in my raps, you notice I'm not talking about how much money I got or how I went to jail 50,000 times. Right. I'm talking about my environment, because most rappers give you the environment and what they got from it, but they don't give you the consequence. Gotcha. About, yeah, nigga rap about how he got shot this many times, but he leave out the part that he was praying to God too when he was laying on the ground. Nigga rap about having that Benz, but he leave out the part about every time he come through, his homies look like they want to rob him. Right. They see, that's what I'm saying, like that. It's another world to this. It's another world. Like when you put that chain on and you go to your hood, yeah, we gonna talk about how the bitches is on us, but niggas leave out the part how you dog food to your best friend. Right. Your best friend is looking at you crazy. You don't put that part in the rap. So I like to give everything, like even about growing up. I said a line. I said for welfare. I said something about for food stamps your kids go to happy from sad, but welfare can't fix not having a dad. Shit like that. It's like we talk about the ups, but nobody really. It's a downside to this that nobody really bring up, and that's what South Philly gives me, like that raw, uncut. This ain't about no money. This ain't about what you wearing. This is about what's inside you, your mind frame, your mindset. We gonna keep it with substance.
That's cool, cuz.
Yeah.
And you know, hearing you say that, one of the things that pops into my mind is like this year, the world of battle rap.
Yeah.
So the world of battle rap, you like took it over, and then you made like a boss move by holding it down. Yeah. Like some people take it over and it's all about self, glorification and all of these things. But in your head, it was like you held it down for the city. How did that moment feel? How does this moment feel? I can't even say that it ain't over. You still riding, you still, 10 toes. How does this moment make you feel, man?
And that's a fact. And I didn't even notice, nobody even noticed that. I'm definitely not about self. Right. When I'm making moves, I bring my homies with me. Right. I show this man how to do it. I show this because a lot of Philly artists got it in their head, well, nobody helped me, so I ain't helping nobody. Right. But you slow the process up of so much things, not only for you, but in your city to become. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of friends that rap. I got family members that rap. Right. And if I'm walking around like I'm just that, what's gonna happen when I fall? I can't call these people, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how many rappers we see at the top of their game, all the views in the world, all the fans, all the girls, and then when they fall, it's not the same no more. So the thing is, man, spread love while God is giving you a chance to spread it, because love is something that you have in your heart, but it's not something that somebody else have to accept from you. Right. And love is what's gonna get you to that point, because yeah, we rap, yeah, we're talented, but you don't get the credit for being talented. Right. You get the credit for using it. Right. I didn't give myself credit. Everybody's fucking talented, so I don't look at myself like special. And if you notice in my career, Philly has a deep and a long history of people getting their names from talking about each other, talking shit about each other, on and off the court, on and behind the scenes. Nowhere in my career can you see me bashing another artist or talking down on another man or trying to recruit my fans or my followers to go against somebody else. People follow me and fuck with me for what I do. You bring up K Walker name, you're talking about something that I did for myself, not something that I did against somebody else. A lot of people can't say that I got my name off of me, not dissing somebody else, not clout chasing this person. Right. So with my power and my fans, I shed the light on other people, because this is a collective. I didn't put myself here. Yeah, I'm hot. I can rap a little bit, but I didn't put myself in position. These people at work who watch my battles, these kids that had nothing to do and they was at school at lunchtime and tuned in to one of my battles, all these views add up to getting us out the hood. We can't get ourselves out the hood. If we did, why are we rapping? Rapping is like a stepping stone, so I don't ever want to forget the people that watch me, because if you're not watching, we don't have nothing to do. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a collective. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man, because you walked in here and you said, yeah, man, I feel like I've been here before. We got mutual friends, family, acquaintance, and all that. Okay, yeah. But I was around you when, it wasn't like it is right now.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? I honestly got to see, like, you was fighting for it the same way that you are now. I want to say your tenacity, your relentlessness. You see what I'm saying? Your consistency is the same. If it might be quantified because of the cameras, but me personally talking to you during them times, I can still see where your heart was about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because, you wasn't doing it like to hate on nobody, or even when I met you, you was jumping off of the bus like I just came from seeing my son, making sure he good and da-da-da-da-da. So it's funny to me, man, because I see these bulls, as soon as they get a chance, they put on some Valenci's and, I mean, they try and dip. It's all about, So I got to give you that, man. But you definitely tore the world up and continue to do it with not just. We talk about the Philly curse, right?
Yeah.
And that's to pull each other down. Can't nobody come up. We've seen it in multiple circumstances with people who right now could be making major bags,
man, but
couldn't unite. And so to see you be on the brink of something phenomenal, and before you take off, say, hold on. I got to reach back. It's crazy.
And then, like, a lot of my peers, it's like they try to make me feel weird for reaching back and trying to help everybody get on, because a lot of my peers are so caught up in how we came up, we're dissing each other. When you finally got somebody that's like, yo, we don't got to diss. It's more strength in numbers when you figure out another way to try to make you go, nah, man, you showing too much love. On my kids, I done had people come to me saying, yo, bro, you too positive. Or yo, man, your spirit, you gotta like you gotta be the bad guy sometimes. But in my mind, if I had to be the bad guy sometimes, why do you see me now?
Right.
So basically, I didn't have to do none of that. I had to follow my heart, and it might have worked for you, but I ain't here to bring nobody down. And I feel like I proved that because it's a reason you heard of me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's amazing, bro. So how long have you been rapping, man?
Now, this is up in the air because my Uncle Will tells me that he had me rapping at 6. I don't remember that. I want to take the credit and give you this big, I want to give you this big story about, I was 6 years old on the block. I don't remember. He remembers, I don't remember. Right. My mind, I'm going to give it, I'm gonna say 12. I'm gonna give y'all 12, 13, 14. And when I was 14, 15, it's actually footage of me rapping for Too Raw for the Streets down South Philly in front of the cheesesteak store, seafood store on 16th and Tasker. So I do know I was early because I was 14, 15 in that footage. So I can only imagine probably 2 years before that, I probably was already on it. So I've been rapping for a long time. And I'm just now getting to where I was dreaming of getting.
So, did you always know that you wanted to be a rapper, or how did it all start? Like when?
Nah,
Take your time. We got time.
Okay, we got time. So I don't think I wanted to be a rapper in the beginning. But I was going through so much stuff, and here I am, a kid going through, kids think I was thinking I'm going through so much stuff as a child. We think we're going through stuff. And I didn't really have my dad as much as I wanted to have him. And I would just listen to music and lash out and then try to like repeat lyrics, this and that and that and that. And I didn't have what I wanted because my mother didn't have a lot. And then when you're a child, you don't really appreciate it as much as you should be appreciating because you're comparing your childhood to James' childhood up the block. He might got a better bike. So I'm angry and I'm listening to music, listening to like Hove and Beans and all these people just talk about their fathers. I think Hove and Beans had a song, I Still Got Love for You, talking about their dads and stuff like that. And it helped me I'm like, yo, I got something to say too. So listening to them, back in the day, they had like all these instrumental tapes and stuff like that. So I call myself like speaking my mind on the beat.
Right.
And I just start lashing out. And then, when I was young, listening to the Come Up Show, putting the tissue in the tape, listening to these boys, like, cause I would wonder, like, I'm listening to tapes. Yeah, cause I'm sitting there listening to the radio on a Friday night, and I would wonder, why did they stop the music to let these boys rhyme? So for a minute, I wasn't listening, like, y'all stop the music, let these niggas rhyme. Right. Then I started listening, like, yo, this is crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to go up there one day and be like, yo. So when I was like, I don't know, 10, I would be saying stuff like, man, when I get older, I'm gonna be on Power 99, like so it just started from frustration, just being a kid in the hood, not having much, wanted, and not having no voice and understanding that the beat was the only way to get my voice out because nobody else can hear you when you in the hood because everybody going through it.
Everybody going through it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. So you found a way to put your story on the track.
It was definitely.
So how long, like when did you know that you wanted to make this a career? Like how?
When I seen guys from my neighborhood feeding their families and off of music, I seen people coming through the hood in chains and nice cars and moving their mom out, watching the Hard Knock Life tour, watching Beanie Siegel, somebody from South Philly. I'm like, this is the guy I seen him before. Right. He rapping about, I got my mom out, the Bentley. I'm seeing Will Smith, somebody from Philly, get his parents and he crossed the world. And I'm looking at this guy like, yo, these guys are walking the same blocks as me. These guys are going to the same poppy stores as me. So I'm not trapped. So watching those guys, it showed me this like, yo, so wait, hold on. We not stuck here? Right. We can make money and raise people up. Oh yeah, come on, man. We got to take this serious. Like I got to take this serious. So I started taking it serious.
That's crazy because like for me, I think it was the same thing, but with television.
Yeah. Because
they told me how hard it was to be on TV, and at one point I just had to look at it like, but this person did it.
Right.
So, like, And every time I would watch TV, it became something that was more inspirational, motivational. I had to cut it off because I'm watching this guy do his dream and somebody telling me I can't do my joint.
Exactly.
So I had to rock out.
Gotta
So
rock out.
I totally get that.
For sure.
So I wanted to ask you, with that being said, what inspired you to do music? Like, I know you were saying that kind of made you take it serious. What inspired you from the Gun Bus? You remember?
It's like a mixing pot, man. It's like a gumbo pot. It's like different things. It's like, so one, the frustration. And if we talking about artists, of course, man, see, my list is weird.
We ain't doing your list yet. Don't do your list yet.
Okay,
Don't do your list yet.
So I'm
Don't-
gonna leave artists out.
You could say, you could
Nah,
tell your
because-
truth, but don't tell your top five. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. So I don't know, just watching, I don't got no extraordinary story. Just watching other people get the fuck out of here.
So this is just like the last answer, like basically.
Yeah, because
The
I wanted,
potential.
because at first I wanted to do art.
Okay.
Like my dad, he was heavy in art. He was doing like graffiti. I would hear stories about him doing graffiti back in the 80s and all that. And I think that talent just came down to me because I would find myself like making comic books and stuff when I was little, drawing on everything I can get my pen on, drawing on my hands, on my face in school and stuff like that. So making fake tattoos. So I think the music, it was something about just that beat, the way it made me feel. And, you know, I wanted somebody to hear me.
Okay.
And, once, so that influenced me like, yo, I can get my voice out there. Like I could tell my side of what I'm seeing, basically.
So what was one of the most memorable battles you ever seen, bro?
Cassidy versus Freeway.
Damn, you just shut that there.
I
Cassidy
ain't
versus
got
Free.
we ain't got to even, you ain't got to finish the question. Did I know people, you know what? Let me take that back.
So hold on. So that, cause I gotta go there cause it excited you so much. When you first seen that, tell me what like every second of that.
But
for
you gotta remember, we didn't see it.
Oh, so when you heard it.
Cassidy versus Freeway
Right.
was on a mixtape.
Right.
There was no footage. The footage didn't come. Yo, Haz, when that footage come? Like 2010, right? The footage ain't come for like 10 years later. Cause remember, they had it on a mixtape.
Right.
It was on like Street Wars. And I'm listening. I knew who Freeway was.
Right.
Cause of the Rockefeller. Did not know who Cassidy was. So I think I'm listening to Free. Got a baby mama, 8K sit her down, understand the drama, 8K. I'm like, yeah, Free, fuck is boy talking about? But then Cassidy went. And cause in Philly we used to someone with the that fast, we used to that. But Cassidy, it was different. He slowed it down and everything was a punch or a rhyme or like it was a word, it was things that
Metaphor.
meant, because at this time, I'm speaking of a child. Now I know it's called a double entendre. Now I know it's called a punchline. But at 14, 15, I don't know what is going on. All I know is he's saying two things that mean something else and he going real slow. So that caught my attention, like, because I'm hearing them like, yeah, Street Wars, New Philly, Freeway versus Cassidy. And I'm hearing Cassidy going Pennsylvania. So I'm like, he's from Philly?
Right.
And he not doing that regular flow? Who is this? Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that battle it woke me up. Now, it was a battle, because I had to think, it was battles before that that caught my attention. Like Roxanne Shante, she was like one of my biggest, like I was like one of her biggest fans, Roxanne Shante. I like how she was handling niggas. She was a girl in the 80s going at niggas. But Freeway and Cassidy, they made me go, I gotta try this. Okay. I have to try this. Like, this is different. Because even when I was listening to the Hot 97 freestyles that State Property was doing, still didn't want to be no rapper. I'm like, okay, it's a bunch of Philly niggas. But when I seen the battle, I'm like, yo, call some niggas, man. Like, I'm ready, man.
Get me some food. I'm about to eat.
Yeah, let's go, man. Real rap.
I got you.
And then also, it's just weird because they influenced me to battle, but then here we are 20 years later, and Cassidy and Freeway is like some of my closest friends. So, and I always tell them like, yo, that's crazy how I started off watching y'all, and then now we damn near all cool. So
Everything
it's
has
like
synergy and come full circle.
never give up, basically.
Definitely never give up, man. It's beautiful to watch that happen for you, man. I'm glad you let us all in on that, because like some people don't realize that in this time and music, it's sometimes only moments.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So for somebody like yourself to catch your moment and keep it going and share your success with the people, like you don't see people do that to the end of their career. They start throwing out roses. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like a guy like yourself, man, I think like what you did has been brilliant, but you really like grailed that situation by showing your humility, bro.
So I want to give you respect for saying that, because artists, we have a weird job description. What I mean is, we do all this good stuff, we help people, we sacrifice our time, we put ourselves in danger to help other people in their situation, so we gotta go run off and do all these great things, that's hard work, just so we can come back and pull people out. But you never really hear nobody acknowledge it until we die. So for when somebody giving you your flowers while you're alive, that's like rare. So that's like rare. Like it's like, yeah, I see you doing all this great stuff, but we don't want you to know that we see it. So we're just gonna tell you when the casket closed. So it's weird when I hear, not weird, but Philly, what you saying to me, Philly will make it weird to hear it. Cause I'm like, oh shit, you noticed that? But I'm just doing it because I'm not looking for it to be noticed, because this city is telling me it shouldn't be noticed. So when I see people noticing that I'm putting other people on, I'm taking my time to stop what I'm doing and help this person and help this person, and I'm showing and I'm sharing my light. I'm not used to people noticing that.
Man, I think,
you know what I'm saying?
I think, you know, we live in a time where, you know, as viewers watching the sport, you know what I'm saying, and watching what's going on in Philly, you know, the contributions made that unify people, man, is very important. I mean, like you said, you putting your life on the line. You in the same environments where somebody could say it's soft to care, but that's why, like for me, it was important, because this is called the art of changing the world, and so it take individuals that's brave and able to be cerebral about their experience and understand a certain amount of heart and not tenderness, but humbleness and meekness and all of that stuff go into being, you know, like, what is it to be great in your own head if don't nobody else know it? You see what I'm saying? Like, for you to stop and acknowledge something that's better than yourself, make you bigger than, to me, who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because your greatness came from somewhere. So like, to me, man, I really think it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, it's the art of changing the world. If we did that in Philly, if we took more time, you see what I'm saying, to acknowledge the people who made impactful, positive differences, people wouldn't be dying.
Exactly. And this is why I take my time to try to help anybody around me, because I got the game from somewhere, watching other people give back. So I don't want to make it seem like, oh, I'm too good to help somebody because I'm famous or whatever. Like, what the hell? Because this, first of all, fame can get taken away from you like that. Like all of, you know what I'm saying? So I try to stay humble and stay grounded with people, man, because the people that love you, when all this shit is going, they're gonna be the motherfuckers that's there at that casket. Right. All these fans, we got 50,000 views. There's not gonna be 50,000 people at my funeral. Right. So focus on the little 10 that love you for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, man. And so the funny thing is, we talk about your career, we talk about all the different experiences that you've had, the people that you've been able to bump shoulders with, that, you know, you come up with now being, you know, like family to you and friends. My thought about this is like, I see so many people because of you, inspired by you, that want to be like you, but they don't realize, you know, I see you posting at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. all day, night grinding. You know what I mean? I see how hard you work to perfect your craft. So many people think that this is something that they could jump into without practicing. What does a regimen, or what is it that you do? Because I don't really like when people be like, yeah, you got a word for somebody. No, what is it that you do, that you give to this game to get out of it what you have and what you want?
Sacrifice. Whoa. If you want, because you gotta pick one. I go off how I feel. I don't let society tell me when I should sleep, when I should slow down, when I shouldn't be up, what's too early or what's too late. Because we have to create our own destiny. You can't create your own destiny playing by somebody else's rules, because somebody else's rules says when it get dark, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So if you want it that bad, you gotta want this shit like early mornings, late nights. I'm talking about you have to sacrifice. You in a relationship, sacrifice. You got kids, sacrifice. You want to party, sacrifice. It's like when you in a club, right, and you dancing to that Drake song. Yeah, you dancing to the Drake song, and the song make you feel good, but are you thinking about how many days, hours Drake put into making this song? Right. Are you thinking about how long it took the DJ to get that equipment so he can set up in this club? You just there enjoying what somebody already set the ground for you to do. But it's people that play major parts around regular people just living their life. When you listening to a song on the radio, it might have changed your mood. Are you thinking about what this person had to go through to make that song? So you can, so what I'm saying, like, I would just say sacrifice, believing in yourself, not listening to what nobody else said. Where I'm at right now, I guess people think I got amnesia, but I remember this shit people were saying to me. It was impossible. You can't do this. In order to this, you gotta do that. How? How can you? But you need to, you serious? I think you should just, yo, bro, trust me. All that shit, I became more successful than everybody who gave me advice. This is a fact. So you gotta believe it that much though. Now, if you going off of what somebody else said, and I'm not saying don't take advice, I'm saying look at the people who give you advice. Right. If they can't accomplish it themselves, most of the time, see, look, real quick, in the hood is something called good, bad advice. It's actually something called that, and I noticed that. Now, that's the name I give it, but what I'm saying is, it's niggas in the hood that'll give you advice good enough for you to respect it and bad enough for you to be stuck there with them for another 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, listen, like, I see you making moves, bro. This is an example. This is shit I used to hear. Hey, yo, bro, I see you making little moves and shit, bro. But, like, you traveling and all that, bro. You got to keep that shit here in the city, bro. You traveling and all that. That's called marketing and promotion. Right. What you mean, stay here? It sounds good because you trying to tell me, bro, you got to keep that shit on the block. Like, fuck them niggas. Like, don't go chill with them niggas. It sound good to you 33 or 34, and you hating on the young niggas that's in Paris, they in London, they in Cali, they making crazy moves, and you like, what the fuck kept me from being known over there? Because my OG said, keep that shit in the hood, or keep that shit on the block, or you got to hold it down for the homies. No, man, travel, market yourself, promote yourself. This shit ain't about rapping. If this shit was about rapping, everybody you know would be on. Facts. This shit is about marketing, promotion, branding yourself. Who the fuck do you know? How long are you willing to stay up in the studio? Are you just coming in here and getting an hour and you leaving? Get the fuck out. Do you know how to come into a studio and sit and get your song mixed so radio can pick it up on their own? Are you just trying to pay everybody to do everything and make yourself a receipt? When you make yourself a receipt, you get no respect. Because now people just looking at you like, I know I can get probably some bread out of bull. Yeah, like, no, you have to earn your spot. When I was young, a nigga told me I would never be on Power 99 because it costs all these hundreds of dollars. And young boy, you gotta get your money up. I was on Power 99 for like 2 or 3 weeks straight, and that gave $1. I've been on radio stations all across the world. I've been on TV all across the world. And I was told, I'm not gonna say who said it, but a member of my family member told me, if you don't go to college, how can you get on TV if you don't go to college? How can you? I proved these motherfuckers wrong, but I didn't prove them wrong because I was trying to prove something to them. I was trying to prove something to myself. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a strong statement, like in what you're saying. It tends to be true that they say like, how can somebody teach you how to be you? I heard Denzel Washington say it. He was saying, like, you know, you had to trust yourself because nobody could tell you how to be you.
Right.
And since life is one of those things that is simply what you believe it to be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't nobody tell you how to make what you believe.
I'll give you an example. Everybody, would you like to acquire the things that Jay-Z got?
Right.
Everybody, every rapper wants to be Jay-Z. We see the cars, we see the chains, we see his wife, we see all that. But why don't we remember the part that he's from the projects? Meaning he had to first go through frustration, drama, wanting to give up sometimes, sacrifice. The man is from the projects. He didn't wake up with the jewelry. He endured the same things that you're going through. If Jay-Z would have gave up because he was in the projects and he didn't have, and the sandwich was $5, but he only had $3.50, there would be no Jay-Z. Right. You know what I'm saying? Most niggas in the hood, we giving up because we ain't got enough for studio time, or somebody making us feel like, man, that shit costs too much money, man, or come on, man, leave that shit alone, man, hit the block. You have to believe in yourself to the point where it's like, yo, I know I'm going through something, but this will pass. The clock, the numbers on the clock, the hands on the clock, they have to pass. Like, they have to rotate. So just because you're going through something at 2:30, it has to be 2:30 tomorrow too. Right. That problem not going to be there at 2:30 tomorrow. Like, you just got to stand the test of time, basically.
That's a fact.
Real
So
right.
I wanted to ask you, what artists inspire you to be great? And by artists, I mean, you know, everything we create is an art. So it could be from anything. Like, it could be a violinist, man. It could be somebody who built. What artists, like, it could be, you know, the greatest. I don't want to feed you. I just want to know what artists in every genre, it could be anything, inspire you. It don't got to be music.
I would say Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Yeah, I would say Will Smith because he was the first person to show me I wasn't trapped in Philly. Gotcha. Like, I don't give a nigga can say they don't like his raps and all this, but you name us a more successful artist than Will Smith from Philadelphia. Like, this man, not only did he transcend to music, he showed me, yeah, not only don't you have to be stuck in Philly, but you know you don't have to just be a rapper. You can go do movies, you can do clothes, you can own businesses, you can open things, you can use rap. You don't even have to be that lyrical. Use it for what you can use it for, and use it as your rocket ship and do other things. So it's like, I'm looking at Will Smith and I'm like, yo, this man not even the most lyrical, but the most successful from my city. Look at what he's doing. No disrespect to everybody else who are lyrical from Philly, but the thing is, it's like, if we talking about influence and inspiration, the last thing that's gonna get your family out the hood is how good of a rapper you are. Your decisions is what gonna get you out the hood. So I would say Will Smith.
So Will Smith on that one. Okay. So what about battle rap intrigues you? Because it's like, you know, I see the excitement. Like, I watch your battles and see the excitement on your face as you get ready to respond, or as, you know, somebody saying something, because I see your brain working. Like, I know you freestyle.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
a long time cats didn't think you freestyle. Because we talked about this before all of this, and you was telling, yo, I just freestyled though.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
my thing is like, what intrigues you? What part, where do you go? Like, you probably go Rain Man at that time, you know what I mean, your own world with, like, what is that experience? What's that, man? What is that?
Well, to the people who don't think I freestyle, here's just a little proof. If you watch my battles, you can see me talking about stuff in the room. You can see me talk about stuff people got on. How would I know they was wearing it? Right. But so the thing that intrigues me about battle rap is, in the studio, you know, you getting something off of your chest and you telling the engineer, punch in. One more time. Hold on, I messed up. The beat is carrying you. In battle rap, because people battle on beat, right. But what we do, no beat, no engineer, no booth, no punching. I have to walk up to you and snatch my respect from you, not your fans. The engineer can't make me sound better than what I really am. I have to look you square in the eyes and make you respect me. This ain't for the fans. The fans react to anything. We can go to battles and tell a joke and they're gonna react. I'm making you respect me. And it's been plenty times that I battle guys who talk crazy about me before the battle, and after the battle, they pull me close and go, yo. Either they say things like, yo, you taught me something, or, man, I respect you 100 times more now. It's been times I went to other people's neighborhoods and battled them. It's probably just me and my man, and I battled people in their area where it was 30 of them. Walking up to somebody and taking your respect manually is like the best feeling in the world.
That's dope, man.
No Instagram likes. I didn't need to wear a chain. I didn't put a filter on. Nothing. I literally came outside and took it from you. I snatched my respect. I didn't even earn it because I'm not your man. We don't owe each other no loyalty. I snatched my respect from you. So
that's crazy, guys.
Yeah.
I think that's dope because there's so many artists out here that build up their own hype to themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and on one level it's hilarious, but when you really think about how hot cats really are, how much time they put into building they own, you know, thoughts about how brilliant they are.
For sure.
To watch somebody come up and be like, take that from them, when you think about it, that's amazing, bro.
Real rap.
You know what I mean? I be watching you Matrix on these cats for the record.
And when it comes to Philly people, I don't really go as hard.
Okay.
Because I'm not in the business of trying to embarrass my peers for strangers on YouTube or the internet. But if a real fan of me knows that when it comes to out-of-towners, I get super crazy. Philly guys, I'll just, you know, whatever, we go back and forth, whatever. But because at the end of the day, it's a business. But at the end of the day, I want us to be respectful because we gotta promote the same city. Right. So I ain't trying to like down you, but if it's an out-of-towner, most of the time I'm going to get you out of here.
Well, it's like, where did your passion for words come from? Because rap is so much based around words, and like we said, you come off with stuff. Like, where did that come from? Did you do it in school? Were you impacted by? Were you a reader? Were you a writer? What?
Both. I used to write books as a kid in 5th grade. Wasn't writing about nothing, just stuff I seen in my neighborhood. I like to read a lot. And also, LL Cool J versus Cannabis. Man, a lot of these people who probably watching this, they probably a little younger, so they probably don't know Cannabis. But Cannabis affected me in a way with the wordplay and the things he was saying. When I heard him go at LL, I remember I was in 5th grade. I battled this guy named Courtney, this boy named Courtney. And I used Cannabis raps. We was battling. But it was weird how we was battling because he knew they was Cannabis raps. I knew they was LL raps. But we were just battling to see who raps was better. Right. And every time I would say Cannabis stuff, man, I would just had a class going crazy. So I just, like, I don't know, that wordplay, that intricate wordplay, substance, making it mean something. Anybody can say anything, but everybody can't say something to make your hair stand up. Right. Everybody can't say something to when you go home at night and you with your girl, you like, oh, that's what that nigga meant when he said that. Like, I like to live, I want to live on. When I battle, I don't want to just battle for the moment in the crowd. I want to battle for my shit to live on years. It's like somebody like a Nicki Minaj or one of these girls today, or like the City Girls. It's in the moment. It feel good in the moment. Right. But Lauryn Hill shit will last 50 million years from now. You know what I'm saying? So I pick substance over just wordplay.
So I gotta ask you this, man, what you saying that, it's like, why rap? Because for me, like, you the guy I know that wears many hats. You see what I'm saying? Like, before I met you, it was like, yo, my cousin K, he down in Cali shooting, da 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 da. Right. So for me, it's like, it's amazing because most cats can't go. I ain't gonna say you went backwards, you went forwards, but you did it in a way where most cats can't. Most cats, come off a rap career, can't you hold it down, they do the video thing. You have your foot in one lane and felt like that was your passion, and you went and took like, why rap? Why rap?
I didn't even know you knew that. So basically, so like I said, like, I'm a thinker. I'm not a thug. I'm a thinker. So I got tunnel vision. I'm a visionary. So I was too poor to get people to shoot my videos, and I didn't have it. I always came up with an idea, so I had to go do it myself. And once I picked up that camera, I got so good at it that I'm like, yo, I know other people probably got the same visions. They trying to get off. I would go to my homies, yo, let's shoot a video. I would go around the hood, let's shoot a video, let's shoot the videos and stuff. So I just got nice at it, and I forgot I rapped at one point. I was so busy helping other people get their visions out. And till later when I started getting my name up on the camera and I started rapping, I had people going, yo, you the cameraman. I'm like, I'm not the cameraman. And I'm thinking like, oh, shit, I am the cameraman. But this is how some people knew me. But I'm a rapper. I always been a rapper. I just started shooting videos because I didn't have the money to do it. I got nice at it. I started helping other people in the hood. It was even times where I was shooting AR Ab life's movie story. Even in South Philly, I shot a movie. Well, there was little episodes called Southside Body Count. When I was a kid, I was shooting them. And then shout out to Meek Mill. He got an episode. So I was doing that good of a job that it was starting to spread.
Right.
Then once it started spreading, I was like, yo, I think my mom had just moved out to Delaware around this time. So I took Southside Body Count and I went out Delaware. I did a Delaware body count. Right. And then I had family in Virginia. I did a Virginia body count. Then I moved to Atlanta. I did in Atlanta. Then I went to New York. So I always been about marketing and spreading my brand. I never been like a creature of habitat.
Right.
I'm a Philly nigga, but I'm not the average, I'm from this hood, I'ma die right here, Philly nigga. I like to move around and see what else is going on. You know what I'm saying? So I use the camera to my advantage to help, spread my brand.
That's crazy, man. It's funny because like I have those moments, you know what I'm saying, with my creativity, because I'm kind of like ADD, where it's like cats like, oh, you could do this, you could do that, and I think where we come from, it's almost like imperative if you're gonna make it to use all your resources, you know what I'm saying, and what we have is creativity. So for me to watch you do that, it's like I feel like we cut from the same cloth. With that being said, man, with your control dynamic and being able to, impact the world with these different visions, these different types of things, I'm looking at you as an MC, right?
Right.
And a battle rapper, right?
Right.
So like, what gave you the ability, and what do you think about that makes it important to connect to the crowd? Like, what was it that you like? Connecting to the crowd for you, what is that? Like, what kind of tool, gift, what is that?
Resonating with where I'm at. I know where I'm at. I'm not talking about a bunch of jewelry and shit, because what the hell? People do that, and shout out to them, but I know my fans resonate with me and they connect with me because people always tell me, I talk about what's going on for real. Like, I'm not making a song, I didn't make the song that I made wasn't about bad bitches and real niggas. I made a song about PUA. This is what's going on. This is what we going through. When you hear me talk in my battles, I'm talking about shit that people can connect to. Like, I'm not up there saying I pulled up in a foreign. I don't really even talk about none of that shit. So I know where I'm at, and that's how I connect with the people. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to make myself look big. Because the thing is, some people look at me as famous, but I understand something. Somewhere in society, they done made the word rich and famous one word. Right. Rich and famous, they not the same things. I'm not rich. I'm still out here with y'all going through shit that y'all going through. I'm just famous. I'm not rich. So people in people's mind, they think fame means money. merely impossible because you can't tell me who owns Walmart and they're rich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you rappers who are famous that call me and ask me for money. So it's not the same, and so on and so forth. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it just look crazy when somebody is known and they talking about what's going on. It look like, how does he know? I'm not rich. Rich and famous is not one word. So I just connect with the people, basically.
So with that being said, with that being said, what are one of the things that you feel, or how do you feel about you being a content creator, you being a culture influencer, and there being given such a wide margin for lack in the different fields that you're in? Like you being somebody who has, by all definitions, solidified his spot where he is currently. Why is it that you feel as though there's a lack of finances? Why is that rich and famous thing? Why is that even a thing? Like, why isn't it just respect?
I don't want to make it seem like I got all the answers, because if I did, I'd be rich.
Right. I just want to know from your perspective.
My perspective would probably be something like the lack of support amongst each other. Like, when you from the hood and you rapping, sometimes when somebody that close to us, people tend to not want to support them because they're that close. And they look at that person like, I know this nigga. Why him and not me? Because it's like a real crab in the barrel thing. Because the same person that's sitting out in the hood with you, they know they man rap. They know they man selling little CDs for $5 or selling merch or whatever he doing. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Lil Baby come, they paying $100 for a ticket to go see him. Beyonce, Hov, whoever, they spending money to go support everything but their community. So that's a lack of money. I never looked at the community like the money wasn't there. I just felt like it's like financial literacy in the hood. People are so fucked up with money and how they handle it. They spend more time asking where did their dollars go instead of telling their dollars where to go. Like, it's like, in the hood, it's like, yo, like where that money went? Instead of telling your dollars where to go. So if your niggas come in the hood, be like, yeah, man, 100 on the neck. But to get some new basketball courts, fix up the barbershop, that's nowhere near $100,000. People come in the hood and say 80 on the wrist, but where you at, they need half of that to just get through the day. So the money is there. You see what I'm saying? So it's how we spend it. That's all. It's how we spend it.
So I'm gonna let you out of here soon. I ain't gonna hold you hostage, man. I just got you dropping gems, so you know.
You good.
Let me see, man. So while we on this one, I gotta ask you, who would you work with if you had the opportunity, dead, alive, otherwise?
Andre 3000.
Andre 3000. What?
One of my
You got to explain that.
One of my favorite rappers, because when I listen to Andre, the man leaves me with something to think about, something that I could share. Just music that you can learn from. It ain't microwave music. And let's break this down too. Like, I don't think it's cultural for anybody to do microwave music. Like they say, Atlanta, yeah, you know, let's rap like Atlanta and just say any damn thing. Right. But that's a choice you make, because Andre 3000 is one of the most lyrical people in the world, and he's from Atlanta. Right. So that's a choice if you want to be dumbfounded or not. So I like listening to people that I'm going to learn something from, that I could take with me. I could use the information in other things, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to work with Andre and see where my mental is at. See if I can keep up with what the brothers are even talking about, You know what I'm
Sure
saying?
you could,
You know
dog.
what I mean? So I real
You know what I
rap.
mean? I gotta ask you, like, so in this question or in this statement for me, right? Just one time. Music is
My life.
why?
Because it got me out the hood and it fed my kids. And it also kept me from, nothing can keep you from dying, but it spared me more time. I was in the studio when Ra and them got shot. I was doing the show when James and them went to jail. That 5-hour block, when the cops raided 20th Street or 18th Street, I was nowhere around. I was in the studio. So music definitely saved my life. When the bill was coming, I might have just did a feature for $500.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The music is like, if you made it a career. I was never somebody trying to be a dope boy, and I never understood that. People always ask me like, I noticed you don't talk about flipping bricks and all that. Look at how much a brick worth, and look what we rapping for. If I had a brick, I wouldn't be rapping.
Right.
I don't understand when people do that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man.
So we come to the time where now you can tell me your top 5, man.
Top 5 in Philly or top 5 ever?
Top 5 everywhere. We ain't got time to go to the States.
Number 1, my top 5 was weird. We talking about lyrically?
Top 5.
'Cause you got
you can
influence.
tell me. No, see, you trying to break it down in a subcategory panelization.
yeah.
No.
All right,
What's your
lyrically?
top 5?
Lyrically, my top 5, like if I just want to put the headphones
No
on.
bench all starters.
Miss Jade, Nina Ross, Nas,
Right.
Andre 3000, and I would have to say, because there's so many, man, I would have to say, man, I would say Jadakiss. I would put him in there.
Jada, top 5 dead or alive.
Yeah, I would put Jada in there. I know it's somebody else that probably, probably Jada. I'll put Jada. I like some of the things he come across.
So I want to know, like, from you being somebody who is impacted by so many stories, you know, where you come from, how you were raised, and all that.
Yeah.
What's a producer that you like, man? I guess first the audio and then video.
Audio, my favorite producer. This guy's not famous. Some people know who he is. Dame Grease.
Okay.
He produced.
Shout out Dane.
You heard of him?
Yeah, I heard him before.
He's the reason why we love DMX. That
Right.
dark drum pattern.
Right.
Oh man. And as far as TV, video, my favorite. See, I got 2 because in music videos, my favorite we had to be Hype Williams.
Okay.
It's between Hype Williams and Chris Robinson, one of them people. And movies, Spike Lee. Only because I like how Spike Lee, he takes people who didn't have enough credit and he'll make a whole fucking story out of them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I like people who, like I watched Malcolm X 50 million times, man. Like watching the movie and then like, you know, watching Do the Right Thing. Just, I like how he gets the story across, basically.
So I guess I want to ask you, because you born at a time where you could see contrast from a broad scope that impacted your life, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, how has technology impacted your career, your art?
Man, in a major way. First of all, when I start rapping, to get known in rap, you had to really know how to rap so word of mouth could travel.
Right.
You couldn't go on Instagram and cheat with no numbers and all that. Like I couldn't go on Instagram and wear a watch and have people like, oh, he all right. You had to really so I think Instagram or social media period, it probably just affected me so I can keep track of my success.
Right.
And I can track like, oh, white lady like me? Or I didn't even know the Spanish community was
So you
listening.
can get to your fans. You
Yeah,
can
I
see-
didn't, because, you know, growing up in the hood, I thought all black people want to listen to me. I get a social media, all white ladies, Spanish people, Mexicans, Chinese people, all type of people was telling me I influenced them. People I would have never knew. Celebrities is in my DM showing me much respect. Everybody from Young Jock to the Rough Riders, the CEO of Rough Riders, D12, Bizarre from D12,
Right.
Eric Sherman. I grew up on Eric Sherman.
Right.
Wanted to be like him. Eric Sherman sent me a DM saying, "Yo, K Walker, you the future." So just the level of respect that I was able to see for myself.
Okay, so I think my last question
Okay.
is gonna be, so some of the most valuable things, some of the most valued things are things we can't purchase, right?
Right.
Because you can't purchase new eyes, right?
For sure.
So the whole thing to me is, I feel like as a creative, you know, what exists as valuable is in your mind.
True.
So I want to ask you rather, does your art, from your opinion, speak to the world? And if so, what does it say?
I definitely would think that it speaks to the world because the DMs I get, they be from all over the place.
Right.
It's people that write me from Africa, Alabama, Cali, China, all type of places. And I only know what messages says because of the messages they give me. Never give up. People always tell me, man, I watched you by yourself, no
Right.
team, no cosign, people acting like you wasn't even there. All the movies, I watched you. People always tell me, yo, Walk, I look at you and I see how to carry myself. You don't think everybody's your friend. You stay to yourself. You put your homies on. People send me Too Raw for the Streets sent me something, and I grew up off his DVD. He was giving me my flowers about something like, yo, the way you carry yourself, the way you hold your friends down, you stand up for whether this person has a big name, big as yours or not. You promote what's around you. So
Right.
people always just tell me like, never give up in honor and respect. It's like, you know, it's a gumbo pot if I had to put it in. But if it came down to one word, morals, basically. Don't sell yourself. I didn't get on because I was talking about how much dope I flip, or I didn't get on because my chain. I'm not even known for wearing jewelry. I didn't get on because of my car. Who co-signed me? Where's my manager? None of that. I just gave on because I never gave up. I didn't care what nobody was talking about. I just kept going. And I didn't let them tell me that by the time 30 came, I should have had to make it. Man, when I turned 30 years old, my career took off. Never give up. The timing is on you. Like, remember, I said, I wasn't there, you wasn't there when
Right.
they created the calendar.
Right.
Whatever day and time it is, it's between you and God. Work at your own pace.
Man, we just sat down and got a moment to speak with, you know what I mean, and hear the creative mind of K Walker, man. We want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I want to know share with the people, where can they see, listen to, find all things K Walker?
I got a little mixtape out right now called Fake Ass Rapper.
Right.
I consider myself a fake ass rapper. Instagram is famous_K Walker. Facebook is FUCK, fuck K Walker. My Twitter, you know, everything's K Walker. I mean, type it in, it'll pop up. By now, I think I'm probably like the only one who keep popping up with that name.
All right, we want to thank you right now. We want to thank y'all for watching to the art of changing the world right now with K Walker.
Thank you.
All right.